as the clock ticked to 90 minutes, it started to feel more and more like this title race was starting to go pear-shaped for Liverpool. With the score at 0-0, they were on the cusp of racking up a third straight league draw. And the common denominator in all these three matches was the team's difficulty in breaking down a low block. Whenever opponents defended compact, they kept their shape. They had, whether it's a defense line of 5 or defense line of 6, Liverpool seemed to have, just seemed to have difficulties breaking that kind of defense down for whatever reason. And much like how it was against Nottingham Forest in midweek, it was quite a similar story here against Brentford. And then, in stoppage time, up stepped Darwin Nunez to score 2 goals, turning 1 point into 3, and giving Liverpool, that much needed 3 points, open up that gap again at the top of the table. Liverpool did have chances in this match, but most of those chances were, so how do I put it, like half chances maybe, or just hopeful shots from range, trying to shoot the ball over or through a packed defense. There was just that one really good chance in the first half that came from a counter-attacking situation, winning the ball back high. Salah played the pass perfectly for Gakpo, but then Gakpo just completely mishit the shot, and the ball just went out. Aside from that one chance, it's hard to remember any other truly presentable chances that Liverpool created in this match. And again, it was getting very close to a very frustrating draw. And then again, Nunez comes in, he scores the 2 goals. The first one, the cross is played low and fast for him. It was the kind of instinctive first time finish, just in the middle of the net. It was a very good finish. The pace was already there in that low cross for him. All he had to do is just guide it in, and he did. First time finish, didn't need to be anything fancy, didn't need to overcomplicate it, didn't need to take first touch and try and make space for himself or whatever. Just take the shot, smack it in, and so he did. And then the second goal on the counter attack, it's a very good composure. It's a kind of composure that at times has been lacking in his game, especially as in the past few years that I've seen him. The pass is played to him from Elliott, and he takes that first touch in the box, which makes himself just that half a yard required to get past the defender, who was sort of shifting in the other direction. So he sets the ball, he's in position, and he just takes that shot, just smacks it hard beyond the goalkeeper into the net for the 2-0. 2 fantastic finishes. And it is really pleasing to see Nunez get his goals today, because over the past few months he has really struggled a lot. Struggled to score goals. And the thing is, it is not through a lack of effort. It is not through a lack of trying. He's had plenty of minutes in all competitions this season. He's had lots of game time, and he's always trying hard. He's always full of running. He's always trying to make things happen. He's always making things happen, trying to force defenders into mistake and stuff like that. He has a lot of the qualities needed to be a genuine top striker. But somehow when it comes time to actually putting the ball in the net, when he is right there in the penalty box, the ball comes to him, people create chances for him, and stuff like that. When he should be scoring, somehow he ends up failing to score. The shot is blocked, or he misses the ball altogether, or his shot just flies everywhere but the goal, kind of thing. And it's been really, and it's been a tough several months. I would say when I see him on the field. So it's really good to to see him score his 2 goals. Especially those two are both, I would say they are strikers finishers. They both are the kind of chances and the kind of shots that you would expect top strikers to put away. And hopefully these 2 goals will lift his confidence. It'll do him a lot of good, and hopefully it can help him kick on. And remember, I said similar things for Gakpo last year. Last year, whenever I saw Gakpo play, he looked down on confidence. And anytime he missed a chance, his head would drop. And there were times for Gakpo last year when it looked and felt as if that even when he did score, he was still upset and disappointed in himself. It was almost as if to the point where even scoring goals couldn't lift his confidence. And hopefully things are not that bad for Nunez here. 2 goals here, 2 very good strikers finishes. Hopefully it lifts his confidence, for the next match and the one after that. Sometimes for strikers, people, it's happened for many of them before. They hit a drought for a while, and then suddenly after they score 1 goal or 2 goals, in the next match they get another, and then another, and then another, and then before long, they find themselves having scored 4, 5, 6 matches in a row, that kind of thing. So hopefully, things can pick up for Nunez as well in that way. And so what this means, for Liverpool, and in the context of the title race, this win was definitely much needed. And because again, Liverpool had drawn their previous 2 matches, so a draw here would have made it 3 in a row. And not just that, but looking at the season so far, for in the league season so far, in the first 13 matches, Liverpool won 11, drew 1, and lost 1. So the last win in that particular bracket of 13, was the 2-0 win over Man City. And then in the 8 matches since, Liverpool, including today's result, have won 4 and drawn 4. If this match had ended 0-0, it would be 3 wins and 5 draws in their most recent 8 matches, 8 league matches. So that's what, 10 points dropped. And 10 points dropped is 1 more point than losing 3 matches. So that's how bad it is. That's how bad it would have been if that had happened. And also, again, every time the team drops points, it's a chance for the chasing pack to close the gap. If results were to swing their way. But at the very least, as it is, it does mean that Liverpool, are now just at least temporarily, I think they have a 7-point lead. Let's take a look. Yes, for the time being, a 7-point lead over Arsenal. So Liverpool played 21 matches and they have 50 points, and Arsenal played 21 matches and it's 43 points. And okay, as I'm recording this, Arsenal's match against Aston Villa has not finished yet. So also Arsenal's 21 matches is not including this match against Aston Villa. So yeah, 50 points, 43 is a 7-point gap. So at the very least, winning today puts that little bit more pressure back on the chasing pack, because they have to keep winning to try and keep up the pace. And as long as Liverpool were to keep winning their matches, it'll just increase the pressure on on the chasing pack, whether or not they can keep up, whether or not they can even keep up at all, much less close the gap. It's on them to to see if they're capable of that. So at the very least, despite the wastefulness, or for the first 90 minutes, two clinical finishes in in the few minutes of stoppage time means that it's a pretty good day for Liverpool. And hopefully this keeps up for the rest of the season.